Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly in the Weekdays with Bernie and Jane segment tonight. Two troubling press stories. Many people believe that NBC News is totally in the tank for Barack Obama, and NBC is a very powerful operation. One of their primary correspondents is Andrea Mitchell.
I don't know very many people who've watched that, and the people in the audience, the reporters, have never interpreted it, have never inferred from that he is making some kind of racial statement. But that's the way the McCain camp says that they took it. You are comparing him to two people, Paris Hilton and Britney Spears, who were famous basically for doing nothing, whereas he is a United States Senator and the Democratic nominee. You know, how do you defend the ad? The McCain ad says literally that he could have gone, you know, that he did other things, Obama did other things, he could have visited the troops, but not with cameras. That literally is not true. Now, the point is that Obama had no intention of bringing any cameras with him. I was there. I can vouch for that.
All right, so that's three different shows, 3 different days. Joining us now to react, Jane Hall, and in North Carolina, Bernie Goldberg, both from Fox News analysts. Now, look, you can take me out of context, Bernie, and you could say, look, O'Reilly's rooting for Obama, and then take a clip. And O'Reilly's rooting for McCain, take a clip. Two things. We did 3 separate different interviews there, okay? All 3, she was challenging McCain campaign, going after and criticizing Obama. The second thing is, she's a reporter. NBC News' chief foreign correspondent reporter, not an analyst like me, or not a pinhead like you, Bernie. She, not an opinion maker. She's a reporter. So what do you take from this?
Well, let me be specific about what she said along the same lines as you were, rather than make a broad generalization about her biases or lack of biases. After Senator Obama made the observation that he doesn't look like other presidents on our money, and after the McCain campaign said he was playing the race card, Andrea Mitchell went on an NBC News program and said that Obama aides say the commercial has nothing to do with race. Okay? Of course they're going to say that. And then she pulled a little trick that journalists often pull. She backed that statement up with a soundbite from a supposedly neutral analyst, David Gergen, who I think everybody would agree is more liberal than he is conservative, who agreed with the Obama people and said there was no racial implication there. And on top of that, John McCain was running the risk of looking real nasty by saying that there was. And then she said something else, and it's a tape that you played, but it's important, and I want to read you the words again because it's really important. Then she said, her own observation, she said, the people in the audience who heard the Obama remark, the reporters, have never interpreted it. They've never inferred from that he's making some kind of racial statement. So the only person making a racial statement, according to Andrea Mitchell, I guess, is Barack Obama, and then presumably only for cheap political reasons. There's only one problem with this.
It's John McCain.
John McCain. Thank you. John McCain.
I want to keep everybody's train of thought. So, according to, let me restate, so everybody's clear. So according to Andrea Mitchell, in Bernie's analysis, the only one saying that there's any racial component in this is John McCain. Go ahead.
Right. The only problem with this is that it's ridiculous. Barack Obama said that I don't look like the other presidents on our money. Of course he was talking about race. It's not just Republicans who think this. Democrats think this. It's not only conservatives. It's liberals who think this. I've always thought that Andrea Mitchell was a serious and intelligent journalist. But these observations that she's been making are neither intelligent nor serious. As a matter of fact, to put the best light on it, they're naive.
Okay.
And it's why so many people think that the media is rooting for Barack Obama.
Well, certainly a lot of people feel that NBC News is, Jane.
Well, you know, I would falter on the statement she made that nobody I know thought this was racist. That's an opinion. That's a reporter getting into the trap of stating the opinion on a cable show when she's also on NBC News. But I watched the whole interview she did with Rick Davis. She asked the question, what makes you say that what he did was racist? What made you say that he was a celebrity? I thought that was fair game. She had a depth interview with him, and I think that's different from stating her opinion.
Do you think that she is favoring Barack Obama based upon what you saw?
I thought she was editorializing a little bit about what she
favoring
perceived.
Barack Obama?
No, I don't think she was favoring Barack Obama.
All right, so Bernie does and you don't. I don't know. I'm just telling you. I don't watch the woman enough, but I know that NBC News is favoring Barack Obama. There's no doubt about that. I don't know about Andrea Mitchell. Now, Bernie, I got personally insulted. I was hurt. When the Palm Beach Post, right, attacked me and my program for breaking a legitimate news story that everybody knows is a legitimate news story.
Right.
And they did it because it's an ideological sheet. You live in Florida, you know that. If that were a Republican congressman who didn't live in the district for 10 years, the Palm Beach Post would have hung that guy from the nearest oak tree. Correct? Am I correct?
Yes, but here's what you haven't stated yet. You didn't just take on Robert Wexler, Congressman Wexler. You also took on a very big newspaper in Wexler's district.
Correct.
You beat them on a story in their own backyard. Now, is it a legitimate story? Absolutely. You've got the only congressman in the state of Florida who doesn't live in his district, and for all I know, the only congressman in the entire United States of America who doesn't live in his district. Of course it's a story. But, Bill, you made them look bad because
There's more to it than that. There's more to it because they wouldn't have reported the story even if they got it.
Well, that's what I was about to say. That's what.
Love
Hold on.
Wexler. I got to let Jane have a minute because you know it's been an unbalance, and Jane fans, they come to my house, Bernie.
Yeah,
it's brutal.
right. Okay.
Now,
thank you. I'm glad to hear
that.
No,
I want you to have the last minute.
Okay.
There's no doubt about this one, Jane.
Well,
this was a legitimate story, well reported by us, and we were attacked by this terrible newspaper.
Well, you know, I still want to know the left-wing loons in Palm Beach. I thought there were a lot of rich Republicans in Palm Beach.
They don't run this paper.
Okay. I have a problem with the tactic of finding these guys and the reporter in their homes. But the story was legitimate. The other newspaper reported that nobody else does this. It's a valid story. I thought it was silly for them to go after you. I mean, they were attacking the messenger.
It's beyond silly.
Yeah.
It was vile, and it was unnecessary, and it was done for a reason. Because they don't want anyone getting their boy, and their boy is Robert Wexler. Okay, Jane, thanks very much. Bernie.